my capstone project for Children's Hospital, and it's about helping kids get the emotional and physical healing. In July 2019, I was severely burned by a grease fire when I was cooking. I was by myself in Florida, but when I came back home, I went to Children's Hospital, and they've been treating me for almost a year. And so I've just been learning a lot from them, and I'm really passionate now about physical and emotional healing from burn injuries. One of my service as actions, I made a bandage display because I thought it would be helpful for other kids to be able to touch and feel them so they knew exactly what they were talking about. I am raising money on a fundraising page as an ambassador to send 3 kids to burn camp. And burn camps where kids can meet other kids that have been burned, and so they all help each other like feel more confident and heal, and the camp's goal is just to help kids through their injury. I really believe in miracles and anything can happen.
I'm Reese Levine, and for my capstone project, I tutored at the Family Learning Center and researched the cycle of poverty. I definitely see myself doing this all through high school because I really do love hanging out with the kids. We'd first go in, we'd play a bunch of games, and then we'd spend about an hour on homework, and then we'd read books and do a lot of art projects. I just hope that these kids can succeed. I also wanted to understand what these kids were going through, so I researched the circle of poverty to understand these kids better. They aren't really given the best education, so I hope that they're able to finish high school and go to college, get a good job, and get a really good life. I want people to know that volunteering doesn't have to feel like a chore, that you just need to do it. It's actually really fun, and it's just a very good experience, so I think more people should do it.
I'm Sydney Bennett, and I am working on my capstone project, which is fundraising money to give to Never Thirst and raising awareness of the water crisis. There's about 800 million people that don't have access to clean water that's safe to drink. So basically what I did was I made a poster that was sent to all the people in our school, and I created a GoFundMe page that has raised like $615 so far, and it'll be donated to Never Thirst, which is an organization in Alabama that builds wells and other ways to get clean water in less developed countries. We're so focused on like technology and like really just problems that don't seem relevant when people don't have water. So I think that people need to focus on bringing clean water to people that they can drink. If I was to give any advice, I would say just go for it. I was nervous about my project in the beginning, so I talked to my teacher and she just said, this sounds good, and I'm really glad that I did it. So I was really nervous in the beginning, but it was definitely worth it.
My name is Ruthie Clemens, and so basically I wanted to raise awareness to stop the use of plastic bags to go into the ocean. It's important to keep plastic out of the oceans because it affects all ecosystems all around the world. And once it builds up, it's going to cause a huge toll. There was a study, and there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish in the near future. And I think it's important because we need to preserve it for future generations. So we need to appreciate our world. The next step is probably going to be just continuing this project. I'm going to Florida in a couple weeks, so maybe I'll get to meet with my mentor and see if I can continue this project even beyond my 8th grade capstone project. I think it's really important because we only have one Earth, and we need to preserve that Earth for generations to come, for our kids, for our grandkids, for our grandkids. And we just need to know that we're going to reach a point where we can't reverse it, where it's just going to become irreversible, and we're just going to have to learn how to deal with that. And I think we need to act now if we really want to change something. Right now, during the pandemic, it's easy to just kind of fall into like a circle of despair. But just know that we're going to make it out of this, and once we do, the environment will be better for it. So, yeah.